I have to have express permission. Do I have express permission?
Tape me. Oh,
Okay.
you didn't have express permission to tape me, giving you tape.
Express permission.
Express permission.
But do you give me retroactive express permission
Yes,
to give
I
me
do.
express permission to tape you?
Yes, I
Okay.
do.
Did you hear that, management? I got retroactive express permission to get the tape of him giving me express permission. So what do you think of the safety? What do you think of that new display there, Chuck?
I just noticed it not long ago.
How long ago? When I said there's a
An
display?
hour or so ago. I don't know how long it's been up there.
All day, I guess.
Oh, is that right? Oh.
It's like a channel or something. It's like. Look, see
Actually, I wouldn't have noticed it if I hadn't been looking for the time the next train came through.
You're right. That's how somebody else noticed it too.
So, in fact, I looked up there hoping to find the time of the train there, the schedule.
That's an internet broadcast of some sort.
Oh, yeah, why not?
Yeah. Are you impressed with their efforts around safety? I hope you're impressed.
No, I'm impressed with the efforts of the people who have to be safe on their safety.
Who's that? Us, you mean?
I mean, it's not as if management has to worry about whether they're safe or not.
Well, they worry about us being safe, you see. They don't actually think we're safe.
They don't.
No, they think we're not safe. Even though we've won the #1 transit system in the country, and one of the criteria was safety.
Yes.
Right. But they don't think we're safe anyway. I'm not sure why they feel that we're so.
They don't think we're safe. We lack certain safety attitudes in areas where that'll create the most public exposure to them. That's the problem.
Like where? Where?
Now, if we just simply ran over things which nobody cared about, it probably, they wouldn't worry about it.
Yeah. Well, that Sandy Day incident was pretty bad.
Yeah.
But I continue to say one operator does not spoil the whole batch, because one operator in 42 years doesn't mean we're all like loose cannons waiting to kill people, and we'll never know why she screwed up, because.
I do know why, though.
Why?
It's not hard. She didn't know what she wasn't seeing.
Oh. Well, actually, that's a good explanation.
That is something that really you have to learn. Even though it may be taught, but if you don't actually get enough exposure to it and realize at the moment afterward that what could have been, you simply aren't going. How long was she here? 2.5 years?
Not very long. Less than 5 years.
Yeah. She didn't have.
That's what that's exactly what I said. I said it in another way. She hadn't had time to develop the instinctual concept
enough
of no.
experience to do things by
Right, understanding what
by
she's.
the part of the brain that doesn't work consciously.
Yeah, exactly.
Which
Right. That's
the
I said
super part of the
that
brain.
I said the actual same thing in another.
That's
Right.
all there was.
She hadn't
to
been
it.
here long enough. She hadn't had enough
It's pure
experience.
unadulterated percentages.
Yeah.
It happened to her. I mean, things like that could have happened to me a number of times over the years, especially long ago. I mean,
Right, when you were new, you didn't take it so seriously.
Well, when I didn't take it serious, I didn't realize what I was seeing. Like I'd be pulling over to a stop, and there'd be a great big phone pole there, and all of a sudden I'd go right by it, and then I'd see a guy right behind the pole, and all he had to do was take a half step forward.
You would have
And
got him.
I would have got him, and there wouldn't have been nothing I could have physically done about it. Because there wouldn't have been time for either him or me to do anything other than give a half gasp of air.
Yeah. Well, you're right. That's exactly what I
That's the things you
said.
learn, and you learn what
Over
you
time.
don't see
Right.
is important as what you do see.
Wow.
And that's,
That is the explanation.
and that's it. I'm sorry, she just got caught by the percentages.
right.
I could have got caught by the percentages. Anybody could have. It's really too bad.
Yeah. A shame for her and for Danielle Sale and what was her Giddings? Yeah. Yeah, I agree with you completely. I agree. She didn't have the experience necessary to know what the hell she should have been doing in that situation. And that's exactly what I said. You can't teach it either, and that's the other thing. They think they're
I
going
mean,
to
you can tell people about it,
But
make them more aware of what, but you can't, like you say, you just can't.
You can't
really
teach it. You can't put it into a class how to learn,
You can't put-
how to anticipate these problems. You know.
Well, you might be able to if you had some sort of really good video game to.
Right, a simulator.
vid- a
A
simulator
simulator might be
for
able to
that
do.
sort of
That's true. Why they have simulators for buses? You know, they do have that. Why doesn't TriMet?
Well, you don't
It's a
need a
very-
simulator. All you need is a video game setup, really,
What's the matter,
where
Jeff?
those situations come out, and all
Yeah.
of a sudden you're hitting people
That's
that
an
you
excellent
didn't
idea.
see from all sorts of situations. Like
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
to
But
teach
they haven't
them.
thought of that. Actually, that's
Yeah.
brilliant. Here he is, our high genius IQ person.
Not a genius IQ. I just played lots of those games, and it's
Yeah, no, but that's sensible. You know, that a simulator type thing or a game that simulates situations
exactly.
can teach you. Huh. Now these classes they have, on the other hand, I don't think. From what I've been hearing, they tell you about some of the laws that we're not aware
I
of.
think that for guys that have been around a lot longer, they're better classes because you realize what you're lacking. And when they bring it up, your mind will work because you're actually lacking so little that you can easily plug it in. But for people who are like brand new,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
have to tell them so much it's more than
Right, that's right.
the human brain can actually handle.
Yeah, and there's really no substitute.
incorporate.
There's no substitute for experience. That's the best. That's how you learn.
That's true.
You cannot.
Well, it's like the flight thing, flight simulators. The Air Force started doing flight simulators on just regular computer because one kid at the Air Force Academy decided to use a Microsoft Flight Simulator. And he spent a lot of time before his first actual flight with the solo flight. And lo and behold, he got the perfect score on the solo flight. And nobody believed it. And anyway, they investigated, found out why, and then when they realized what was going on, now they do it with everybody. It'd be kind of nice if the company did that. I mean, it doesn't take a genius, really. You have to realize what you don't know, and it's like the company's just, the management's just like us. They, especially the younger ones, is they simply don't know what they don't know, and
Yeah.
that's the most dangerous thing there is. They're making mistakes and disasters.